Voice of the Cage.
We have reached the main event of the evening.
This is Voice of the Cage Radio with Patrick Stanger. Fighters, trainers, promoters, events, rumors. If it has to do with MMA, we're talking about it.
This is Carlos Condit, and you're listening to Voice of the Cage with Patrick Stanger.
This is Matt Mitriel, and you're listening to Voice of the Cage with Patrick Stanger.
You don't know, you should know. This is Chael Sonnen, and you're listening to Voice of the Cage with the one and only Patrick Stanger.
Hey, welcome to Voice of the Cage. I'm Patrick Stanger, your host, and joining me on the phone right now is Season 17 Ultimate Fighter contestant Uriah Hall. How you doing, Uriah?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Are you cutting weight right now?
Yeah. I'm in the middle of cutting weight, which is never fun.
How much do you cut?
I try to cut like 15 of water weight. I don't like to cut too much because it takes a strain on the body. Not good.
Are you working with Mike Dolce or anything?
I worked with him on the show, and I just kind of took what he taught me, and I'm applying it. I don't think he's available right now, so I have his book. I had his book, was reading it, and certain techniques that he had taught me while cutting the weight, I still remember, and I jogged it down, so I'm using that. Yeah,
I really like his. I hear good things about his weight cutting, and. People usually have pretty good results. So good to know, man. By the way, you're going to be fighting Kelvin Gastelum in the finale Saturday night, April 13th, live on FX. Obviously, you made it all the way to the end. And Kelvin is kind of one of these guys you just don't see coming, man. I did not see him coming on the show at all. I thought Bubba was going to knock him out easily in the first round. And then, this guy just kept coming. And I believe that he was the last pick, right? Oh, and he's also a teammate of yours on Team Sonnen, right?
Yeah, it's a bittersweet.
Obviously, you trained together, right?
Yeah, me and Kelvin trained together, man. He's a tough kid, Every time I work with him, he was willing to, push the way I push. And he was the only one on the team that had that. Not to take anything away from anybody else on the team, but I felt that training-wise, coming from him, we always stepped our game up.
I've seen him, his best stuff on the ground. And, I noticed a lot of guys on the season finale, they kept hollering, like, they're, take him down or we're going to take him into deep water. And I'm assuming that they believe that your ground game is not as up to par as your stand-up game. Do you think people assume that because your stand-up is so good? Because when you did get taken down, I thought you did fine off your back.
I think a lot of people underestimate my ground game, but the only thing I could say to that is test it.
Yeah, you look like when you were on your back, you look like you were comfortable. You were going for the...
I'm very comfortable on my back, man. The biggest thing that I've acquired is to take that fear out of my head, because as a striker, naturally, you freak out when you go to the ground because, you're a striker. But I'm not the best at grappling. I can hold my own. I run up against some of the best, but it's not going to take me out of my element. I'll tell you that much. So if it does get to the ground, which he's probably going to take me down to the ground, because he's a great wrestler, but I'm gonna still fight from there. I'm not worried about it.
So you're going to go wherever the fight goes. That's it's like Chael Sonnen's philosophy. You ask him where's the fight going to go? He's like, the fight. It's a fight. It's going to go wherever it goes, and then I'm going to fight him wherever that is.
You got to go.
I like that. Hey, where are you training now, by the way?
Training out of Tiger Showman's in Emerald Park, New Jersey. Same time, I like to mix it up, I like to come out of my element a little bit. I went out with Portland with Chael. I went out with Rhonda. And, I have a couple other friends because I don't want to just do that one-dimensional way of training because, especially now, where I'm at an elite level, I hope, and I have to be ready for other guys. So, if I just train that one-dimensional way, then I'm not getting any better.
Absolutely, man. It's nothing worse than being the king of your own gym, right?
Exactly.
Hey, by the way, question for you. Where in the world did you come from, and why did it take you so long to get to the UFC?
Well, I'm from Jamaica, and, it's a part of growing in life, man. I mean, I was dying to be in the UFC for a long time, and I just felt like in certain ways it didn't play out. Like, when I lost to Weideman, I was the guy to beat, so he took that route. He took that leap. And maybe I needed to lose to gain, certain aspect in life, to go back to the drawing board a different way, to think a little different. Maybe I needed that. And I feel like it's my time now, and I'm just going to go all the way.
I looked on your Wikipedia page. By the way, did you know you had a Wikipedia page?
Yeah, I looked that up.
Yeah, you've made it when you got a Wikipedia page, man.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't have one, so I guess I haven't made it yet, but maybe one day I'll get one. No, I noticed you had lost to Costa Philippou right after that, and both of these guys, excellent UFC fighters. You lost to these guys back in 2011, and, I'm curious as to, what you did learn from those two losses, and obviously, would you like a rematch?
Oh, definitely. I can see that happen in the future. I don't want to call anybody out because, I respect those guys for the time that they had, that they fought me, and it went their way. With Weideman, man, I got caught. I went in there, and I wasn't using my head. But at the same time, I don't want to make excuses. It happened. He was the best man that day. But that taught me to not really be afraid, because I was afraid. I was afraid to go out there. I was afraid to wrestle. I was afraid to get taken down. And then right after, I lost to Costa, that taught me to pull the trigger. I would just wait. I would hold back. So I think I needed those two losses to kind of, teach me something. And now I'm at a different level, and I'm ready to go.
Hey, by the way, how much bonus money did you win this season? Did you win it all? Did you save any for anybody else?
I haven't received anything. I don't know what type I'll win. I have no control over that, so it would be nice.
So you don't know how much?
I have no control over that.
So I assume you won $5,000 for the knockout of the season, or they haven't announced that yet, right?
No, they haven't announced that yet.
Okay, well, we all knew who won that, so that's pretty evident. You got two of those knockouts, and one was the most brutal knockout on the Ultimate Fighter history, So you excited about that Harley Davidson, or are you excited about getting the $100,000 contract in the UFC?
I'm more excited to even be in the UFC. I'm more excited about competing and making it to the finale and, just fighting at that level. That's more exciting. What even more exciting is the fact that, those 6 weeks that I had to endure, that I put all that hard work in, man. I'm excited that I did that. And, just training with Chael, it just made me realize more of the journey than the destination. I have really no control of the destination. I could be kicking ass and then get my ass kicked, and it's something I kind of learned to accept. I don't want to live with anyone's expectation to say, all right, he should win. I don't. I have my own self to prove it to. And I'm just happy with what I've done and how far I came as a fighter.
I definitely appreciate your humble attitude because obviously you're a favorite in this fight, but you cannot count out Kelvin, man. This guy is a silent killer, man.
He is a silent killer. You got to watch for that guy.
Absolutely. What are your predictions for the Jones versus Sonnen fight? Is that a biased question?
I've been getting that question a lot, but I really don't have any prediction. Looking at the two guys, it's two, different elements. I mean, Jones is just, you don't know what he's going to come with, man. And Chael, he gets a hold of you, it's over. So, to me, I just want to see a good fight, man. I don't know their game plan. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just looking to, see a great matchup, and I'm definitely going to be there.
Well, I got the People's Champ all the way, man. Can't go wrong.
There you go.
All right.
Of course, I'm supporting Chael 100%, but, I don't know what's going to happen, man.
It's a cage fight on a Saturday night. Who knows what's going to happen? All I know is that they're going to go out and they're going to swing. So,
like a trip, you never know.
Hey, but you're fighting on the Ultimate Fighter season finale this Saturday night. Uriah Hall, I wish you luck, and thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
When you got a name like Stanger, you don't have to remind me. I'm not going to forget you anytime soon.
Thanks for listening to Voice of the Cage Radio. Email questions, inquiries, and other business to info@voiceofthecage.com. Facebook search Voice of the Cage and like to get the latest Voice of the Cage radio show. To book Patrick Stanger at your next fight promotion, visit voiceofthecage.com.